News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Happy holidays from farmers at our new location!
Do we still have this potential of this happening? Are we keeping a good eye on AmeriGas?
We are, as well as the State Fire Marshal's Office. We've gone up there and reviewed the video footage and gone through a lot of the safety practices with them, and that's going to be a continuous process.
Because we do have so many tanks going up there and all different types of disrepair that are leaking, and they get repaired on site.
They're evacuated, they're repaired, or they're discarded. Mm-hmm. And depending, as you mentioned, they're coming in various states, and that's one of our concerns is the process is to evacuate that fuel and place it to storage is one thing. Mm-hmm. But if you were monitoring the radio traffic that evening, they clearly said if you don't get this fire out within a short period of time and get the emergency bypasses activated and stem that flow, then that's when a catastrophe certainly could have occurred.
That's exactly what came over the scanners, that the manager there was saying that he believed that it was going to go.
Yeah, there was that communication, and thus, just put a little more pressure on the crews. But, as much as they did, and this is the reason for the Medal of Valor, they clearly understood the issue. The problem was at hand. It was clearly identified. We understood the scope. We understood the gravity of the situation if we didn't get it. They did a great job. Everything was good within about 15 minutes or so. And other than the burn victim, everyone walked away unhurt.
The burn victim being that one employee. Who's the recipients of the Medal of Valor?
The Medal of Valor was awarded to Lieutenant Steve Moody, to James Monroe, Nate Alexander, John Ashcraft, and Dan Ulrich.
There you go. These are our heroes, definitely.
They did a great job. I don't think when people were resting that evening they had any idea what was unfolding on the Hill. And they just did an outstanding job. There was many, many more people that were involved in the overall operation. I want people to be aware that we had a lot of firefighters there. They were handling additional calls. They were managing the burn victim. So there's a lot of different people that could have clearly have been recipients of Medals of Valor. But these 5 specifically were on the property, were in the most dangerous situation possible, and they went and did their job without any hesitation, really.
And I know that all the firefighters would be in the same situation if it was up to them. I worked with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue very closely. Any of them would have done the same thing as these ones. Yes,
and I would like to mention one other person who's from the Sheriff's Office, but Sergeant Mike Horn was on the property with me at the very front of the building, and he stayed there with us. He understood the gravity as well, and he kind of helped us manage the evacuation process and security, keeping people away. He certainly put himself in harm's way as we did.
We do have to mention that at the same time you had an accident that you had Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue respond to at the same time that this happened, and another potential accident.
Yeah, there was several medical calls, and there was at least one, if not 2, motor vehicles. I think one was a rollover, which was unfounded, and then there was another one, a vehicle versus property. Yeah. So again, things were handled and managed, and we exercised a mutual aid agreement that day, which helped us out. Mm-hmm. So, we took all the necessary steps. In addition to managing the large task at hand, we managed multiple similar incidents that were occurring throughout town.
Wonderful. And congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Everybody here at Pahrump Valley Fire Rescue appreciates all what you do. You covered the event, and I know that you had concerns that night, as we talked about the very next day. So.
All of us here in the Pahrump Valley couldn't be more proud of our firefighters here at Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. Congratulations. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.